Well, 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 here we are at the beautiful Gamage Memorial Auditorium in Tempe, Arizona. Is it Tempe or Tempe? Oh, okay. Okay, good. And we're for sure it's not tempeh, like the fake meat. It's not that. I asked an Uber driver last night whether it's Tempe or Tempe, and he said, I'm from St. Louis. The hall we're in tonight was designed by the great Frank Lloyd Wright, a longtime Scottsdale resident, and of course, a giant of architecture who's been uniquely inspirational across mediums. It's often said that talking about music is like dancing about architecture. Now, I don't dance, but there are a lot of songs about Frank Lloyd Wright. Why do villains always live in houses built by modernist masters? A cantilever beach house with clerestory windows, an open-air sleeping porch. Frank Lloyd Wright built a whole lot of bungalows. There's that one. Yes, in honor of this great Scottsdalian, whenever tonight's opening monologue isn't going as well as I'd like, we'll just play another Frank Lloyd Wright song. Did you know that Mr. Wright designed this auditorium to be built not in Tempe, but in a different desert city halfway across the world? If you didn't know that, you clearly haven't spent enough time on the ASU Gamage Auditorium Wikipedia page. No, this building was meant for Baghdad, Iraq. But King Faisal II, who commissioned it, was assassinated in the July 14th revolution right before construction was to begin. Crazy, right? Well, you know what they say. What's bad for King Faisal is good for Tempe. Tempe, Pompeii, St. Louis, what did we decide? Ancient hieroglyphic through the South Pacific, typically terrific, busy and prolific. Classical devotion, architect promotion, lacking in emotion, think about it now. Chicago, the new age, but what would Frank Lloyd Wright say? Oh, Columbia! I guess when it's a building this gorgeous, wherever you build it, we will come. And that's the best I could do for a segue from Frank Lloyd Wright into baseball. Yeah, it's spring training, praise God. America's cup of coffee after its winter hibernation. Last year we said, there's always next year. Well, here we are. And my Cubbies are 11-2, pacing the Cactus League, which does not matter. It's all preseason. Frank Lloyd Wright, anyone? What are they facing? Who are they casing? When you're attacked, tell me who are you macing? For me, it's all just fine, cause she's a Frank Lloyd Wright design. The finest of material, a little asymmetrical, but that's the way it goes. My love for her just grows and grows. Yeah, I like that one. I like that one. But I do have high hopes for my Cubbies. We look good. We look good. We made some nice moves over the winter, though my dreams of luring Paul Goldschmidt away from your Diamondbacks remain unfulfilled. Yes. Oh, you should hiss, too. If you boot, then also hiss. There you go. There you go. I love this part of the young year when you hear a fastball pop the mitt of a catcher for the first time since early November. And think about the first time you ever caught a baseball and who that was with. And if they're gone, like my Grandpa Ed, they're right back. All right, Christopher, runner on second. You're playing shortstop, ground ball, hit hard right at you. What do? I look him back to the bag and throw to first. That's right, son. I've missed you, Grandpa Ed. I'm glad you're here. Baseball's back, friends. The year is young, and you never know. Everything might be okay. And the Cubs might go 162-0. Anything is possible in early March. Which brings us to the end of this opening monologue.
So long Frank Lloyd Wright, I can't believe your song is gone so soon. I barely learned the tune so soon, so soon. I remember Frank Lloyd Wright, all of those times we harmonized till dawn. I barely last so long, so long, so long.
So long, so long. What better way to say welcome to our show than So Long, Frank Lloyd Wright by Simon and Garfunkel. And before that, songs from Sparks, from Mr. Sufjan Stevens, and my buddy Gabriel Kahane. Thanks so much for tuning in. I'm glad you're here. We have a great show for you tonight. The Wood Brothers, Phoebe Bridgers, and Bobcat Goldthwait are all here, as is your song of the week, which happens to be an instrumental called Dancing About Architecture.